Mamamoo News, bringing you news all about Mamamoo. Today we're going over MoonSun's Mamamoo Plus project. We've got a lot of updates for that. We also have some things about Hwasa and individually Solar and Moonbyul. And finally, Wheein's boss, who is in deep trouble. What will that bring onto her? Stay tuned for more information. Let's get into it.
자, 여기 나오고 싶으신 분.
First off, let's start with a happy note. 7 years ago, on March 6th, which has just passed, 2016, Mamamoo had their first win with You're the Best. Yay! Very, very cute. Ah, good times. Good times. Look at them crying and being adorable. Okay, before you start crying as well, I'm gonna end this. Solar has appeared on the Wet program, where as a final episode as a special judge, and she'll also perform on the program's title song, Paradise. So that was kind of cool. That already happened a couple days ago on March 8th. I'm sure you can find it on YouTube as well, her performance. They also made a collection of Solar's reaction during the final episode of Wet, which is absolutely wonderful. I guess she's known for her reactions now. And she is, like I said last week, if you missed it, she's due an OST for this TVN drama Pandora Beneath the Paradise. Her song is called Eternal, and it will be released March 12th at 6 p.m. Korean Standard Time. Moonbyul has went on Instagram Live on the 4th of March, and here's all the translations, and I believe there is a YouTube video of the Instagram Live archive with English subtitles that TV Neem put on her YouTube channel, if you wanted to check that out. So it looks like Mamamoo might be guesting on this JDGY studio. Episodes will be released every Friday in March. And how do we know that? There's the meme characters right here that they posted on their channel. So this is like a very brand new YouTube channel. The first video came out like 4 months ago. This is a brand new series, however, that they just started last month with some other celebrities, and one of them is Ali here, and it's with this MC host Pungja. I think it's Pungja. Pungja is a transgender person. I think she has like a really big YouTube channel, maybe? I don't know. I haven't, just based off of this YouTube channel, she was the, seems like one of the main persons. Their first show was this Avatar blind date, where they have like, I guess, comedians or hosts kind of whisper in the participants partaking in the blind date, telling them what they should say to the woman. And I guess that kind of fell off, but now it's like they got crazy views with just basically eating and drinking makgeolli. And Ailey was one of them. If you don't remember Ailey, she was a singer in Immortal songs that also competed against Mamamoo on the way to Sampo, if you remember that episode. So when is the episode going to come out? Well, Tanaka just released today on March 10th, 9 hours ago. And in the hints that they relayed here, Tanaka, that seems to be very befitting with his name. So I do believe if this is going to air out every Friday, Mamamoo will actually come out March 31st, if this goes in order. There are no English subtitles though, so I don't know. Maybe we can ask them. I feel like their other videos for Avatar Blind Date does have English subtitles. I believe they hired someone to do it. It didn't look like sloppy at all. Very professional. But then they stopped, and it's not even like their current new series is a lot more popular than their first one. So I don't know. I believe if we just like, hey, I wish, you know, please, what English subtitles, please. Can you post them? And then I think they'll do it. But they haven't been doing it for this series. Oh, you can only hope, I guess, and ask nicely. Next up, Hwasa is such a mood. I love it. She's just watching SpongeBob. She posted this on her Instagram story, and I love that. Also, if you know, by the way, it's Beyonce's Homecoming, the live album, a physical copy. It's like $50 at Target. Very awesome. Anyways, there's some YouTube videos about her talk in Jay Park's Drive, the seasons, if you wanted to check that out. Someone posted this. This wasn't aired, but Jay asked Hwasa, why did you choose to feature for Love is Ugly? And Hwasa said, because it's you. And she said her favorite songs from Jay are My Last and You Know. She also said she has a lot of thoughts before she sleeps. And Jay says it's the same for him too. Then he said, doesn't everyone go through that? That is so sad. I definitely don't. I guess like if I do have a lot of thoughts, then I have trouble sleeping, but I usually don't. I'm kind of like Solar. If I just need to like listen to an Ethos Lab Minecraft YouTube video, and then I'll fall asleep right away. And then some of the audience said no. Jay was surprised. He was like, do you guys immediately fall asleep after closing your eyes? Lol. Jay said he's been like that since he was a baby. He thought of stuff like, what if an alien comes in when he's lying to sleep? That's awesome. Anyways, this is from another person, and then this person is translating that. Anyways, let's move on to MoonSun. What you've been waiting for. Act 1, Scene 1. So it's going to be their first single album. They're going to have a pre-release song scheduled out on the 21st, and the album release is the 29th. Here is a schedule of like what's going to happen. You can pause the video and look through it if you'd like. A lot of concept photos, music video teasers. A lot of like basically the next 2 weeks is going to be pretty full. Yeah, so that's awesome. They also had like a little Q&A thing going on Instagram where fans could ask them questions, and then they would post this on Instagram. So everyone was like, what's the concept? And then Moonbyul wrote Hanbok. One of us is Nine-Tailed Fox. One of us is Jonuchi. Flew around, so the ending was ... That's what she posted here. Solar also posted, it's a vampire. I'm a human. Byul's the vampire. Both are envious of each other, so both of them are jealous of each other. And then ... Which is like, I think they're pulling our leg here. I don't know. But yeah, this already happened, so you can't ask them anymore. It happened on the 7th for I guess 24 hours it looks like, and there was information on how to join by using the hashtag, and then you tag RBW, or you can submit your questions through the Instagram story. Sorry, it already happened, my bad. Continuing on, it's March. Why has nothing been released yet? What's the reason? That seems like a question we should be asking you, Solar. Will it appear tomorrow? She's been very teasingly. Hey, look what I found out. Peak Time is subbed on Viki, so if you guys have this, then you can watch it. And now, big news time! If you're interested, if you haven't heard, Wheein's new boss of the Live, the CEO Live, is Ravi. VIX's Ravi, an idol rapper that has created 2 new companies, Groovyland, the Live. He's currently serving military since October of last year, and he's doing it through public service. What that means is public service versus like actual military service. So like if you cannot participate in like the real military service where they do all of the things that you might have seen on TV shows where they do like drills, a lot of intense workouts. You learn how to shoot a gun, I think. Like, basically, there's very little free time that those military men have. And then there's public service, where you don't do any of that because of your health. It might be too dangerous for you to do that. And so they'd make you do public service, which is like office work, basically. And it's kind of like a 9-to-5 job where like once you clock out, you get to go back home and do whatever that you would like to do. And Ravi was able to do public service because he had a doctor's note saying he has epilepsy. As you might have guessed, a lot of men actually don't want to go through the military service just to be worked out and exhausted and trained for a bunch of things. They would much rather do public service. And someone has created a business out of it. So someone in the military, a broker, would get in contact of a lot of people. It's a lot of people from the entertainment industry, also professional athletes, people that really need to do public service so that they can continue doing their job. And which is very important for athletes and people in the entertainment industry. So he's been accepting a bunch of these forged doctor's notes because his buddy, who is a doctor, has been forging fake or epilepsy notes for these clients of theirs. And they've been discovered. And what's funny is that Ravi wasn't even on this client list that they had. The two have been promoting themselves by telling their clients, like, hey, we actually got this idol rapper to do it. So, if he's all good, then you should be good too. They're like, oh yeah, that's amazing. Wow, I can't believe you got an idol rapper to do it and not get in trouble. Well, guess what? They're in big trouble. This is surprisingly the worst thing that you could do as a Korean man, apparently. So, back in January, where this was still like under investigation, they asked a neurosurgeon that you can't get a military exemption after taking the medicine for only a month or 2. If an abnormality was found, you would be classified in level 5. If you did the test and found no abnormality. Wow, this is a really hard word. But have been taking medication for more than 1 year and can prove to have seizures, you would receive a level 4 result. So I guess that was kind of the catch that they found. Now there's been new information. Kim Ji-suk, a judge, conducted a suspect interrogation warrant review before detention towards Ravi on March 6th, and he dismissed the warrant. Basically, Ravi's not going to be arrested because, in the light of the objective evidence collected so far, it's difficult to believe that there are fears of escaping and destroying evidence related to the suspect who admits to the charges. So, basically, although Ravi did admit of using a fake epilepsy note from the doctor and using the broker, they are not going to arrest him because he says that there's no need to. I don't know. Basically, they're like, Ravi's not gonna escape. He's too much of a celebrity. He can't go anywhere. He's not even like an A-list celebrity, so he doesn't have enough money to leave the country. There's no way that he can escape. They're just gonna not arrest him. I don't understand. Anyways, Ravi will go through a re-examination with a forged medical certificate and received a level 4 result. So basically what happened is he took the test, there was no abnormality, but it says on the medical certification that he's been taking the medication for more than a year, and somehow says that he's had seizures, and therefore he got the level 4 result. I believe that's what happened. That's like probably why he got it through, is what I'm assuming. I also wouldn't be surprised if the broker's job was in the military to approve these medical records. So that's probably why it got easily passed. They didn't make it really clear. Anyways, he's definitely not the only one. I think a lot of entertainment people and like actors, maybe even singers, I don't know. It would seem really hard for idols to go through that. I don't think, but you know. Anyways, he admits to the charges is what I'm trying to tell you, and he's not going to get arrested because of that, though, just because there's no risk of him escaping or destroying the evidence, which is, I don't know, I guess so, fine. But he will go through the military service again. He has to go through it again because of their latest revised Military Service Act. Even with a prison sentence, the evader will be re-examined and sent to serve again. So he'll be back with the military for a longer time. And not only that, his rapper Nafla, Groovylin's label mate, was arrested for allegedly violating the Military Service Act and receiving preferential treatment while serving in the military as a public service worker. The same chief judge reviewed Nafla's warrant, which was eventually deemed valid. A little fishy, if you ask me, but damn. I don't know, it seems very like, holy cow. This is an issue because Koreans somehow think this is worse than like gambling. It's illegal to gamble in Korea. If you do weed, which is recreational here in America. So if you do it and you're a Korean citizen, that's not allowed. You will get in trouble. Even if you do it like not in Korea. There's plenty of celebrities that have gone through prison actually for their crime. Kang Ho-dong, he's I think he went through tax fraud or evading taxes a very long time ago, and now he's still super famous. Lee Soo-gun, he gambled. He's still super famous now. He's on like SBS's Shooting Stars as an MC host. Yeah, there's just like a lot of other celebrities that have done really bad things, but they still are able to come back. After a while, people tend to just forget and forgive. But with evading military services, somehow that is like the thing that is the hardest to get over. It's a really different justice system, and the public reaction from this just will not be good. Future Nina that is editing right now just wanted to do a voiceover because I just realized I think this is a big issue because, you know, men, they seem to have like this brotherly bond when they go through military services, and they're like, oh, were you in this division? You know, you kind of see that maybe in other dramas or variety shows where they instantly connect just by being a part of the military. And then when they do public service, they're like, oh, you're that kind of guy. So, I don't know. It's very strange, but that is the culture there. And for BTS, I mean, you know, they've done so much for Korea. Even politicians were hoping that they would be exempt from military service. Just so, I don't know. Politicians have their own reasons, right? But even they had the politicians back, Korea still had BTS go through military service. And BTS is the one that brought a lot of money into their economy, right, with K-pop. So that kind of shows you how big of a deal military service is to Korea. I can't find his name, but I'm pretty sure there was a new male singer that has joined the live along with Wheein. Ailey left probably at the right time. Holy cow. So it's really up to, I don't know. I feel like this is gonna go downhill for him, especially when like the singers under his label Groovyland haven't really gone much of anywhere. And Ailey left under bad terms. Wheein joined simply because of a recommendation from Din Din, one of her close friends, just who worked with Ravi in 2 Days One Night, and 2 Days and One Night, I think. And he just said, yeah, he's a good guy, trust it. And then like when she was like asked like, what made you like want to join the live? And she was like, I just got a really good feeling. I was like, oh man. Oh no. I don't think I think she got a little bit manipulated. I guess I understand like from his point of view that he just, not a lot of the guys want to go through military service, and since he's the CEO of 2 companies, he wouldn't really have time if he had to do military service. But you know, he was running out of time. He had to do it, but you know, he got caught, dude. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't think you should have messed with the law, even if like everyone else is doing it. You know what I mean? I don't think this will negatively affect Wheein though, like, because it's definitely not her fault that her CEO has decided to do this. So I think she's completely fine. If anything, everyone will just feel bad for her. But I don't think the company is going to last long anymore. But who knows? What do you guys think? I'd love to hear your thoughts. But thanks for tuning in to the 9 o'clock news that never starts at 9. Good night and good news.